billionaires. Miriam Adelson is the widow of the late Sheldon Adelson, casino magnate.
Right.
Also given, I think, about $100 million in the super PAC last. She's someone who cares very deeply about American policy towards Israel. She is very supportive of the right-wing Likud government Netanyahu and the possible annexation in toto of the West Bank and right-wing Israeli politics. She's given Trump $100 million and clearly thinks she's going to get something from it. I think it's fair and rational to say. You put out a video the other day sort of addressing people in the Democratic coalition who are frustrated or upset at the Biden-Harris administration towards Israel regarding the Gaza war and explaining why you think it's so important to vote for Harris. Give me the version of that talk, particularly given the context that I think Miriam Adelson's probably got a good read on what you're going to get from a Trump presidency.
Well, look, the bottom line is there are many, many millions of Americans, including myself, who strongly disagree with Biden's and Harris's position on Gaza and their support of Netanyahu. I don't have to go into a great length now. I think viewers understand that what's going on in Gaza now is horrific in terms of the loss of life, the number of people injured, and now, because Israel is blocking humanitarian aid, we're looking at mass malnutrition of children and starvation. And they're going to make it even worse by now allowing UNRWA to provide humanitarian aid in Gaza. What I think is it's important for people to know, especially young people, that as wrong as Biden and Harris are on this issue, Trump is even worse. He is being supported by Mrs. Adelson, huge amounts of money, and she is rapidly pro-Netanyahu. We cannot even, this is really quite incredible, quite embarrassing, is that at a time when children are starving in Gaza, we could not get Republicans to even support humanitarian aid, feed hungry children. So the point of my video, which kind of blew me away, it's gotten over 15 million views right by now, is that, yeah, we disagree with Harris on this issue, but we have a much better chance. And I promise I will do everything that I can to move the administration to change their policies and not continue to provide financial aid or military aid, offensive aid to Netanyahu. But we have a much better chance of changing U.S. policy under Harris than certainly under Trump.
You know, I've been thinking about a reference that I think you'll appreciate. I was not there for, but, you know, the 68 campaign, people were very, very understandably and rightly enraged at Johnson and the Democratic Party over Vietnam. And Nixon, people forget this, but Nixon basically ran as the peace candidate in 68. And then immediately started bombing Cambodia in secret and caused the loss of life. I mean, that 68 weighs heavily because, believe me, it can get worse if the wrong person is elected president, and I think about that all the time.
Well, I think that's a good point. And let's understand that Netanyahu was a right-wing racist extremist prime minister in Israel, surely wants his good friend Donald Trump to be president of the United States. Two right-wing extremists working together. So I think on this issue, again, even on this issue, Harris is going to be far superior to Trump, and we have a chance, if millions of us get active on this